In this video, you're going to take the first step to use Google Analytics as a powerful tool to grow your business. You're going to set up a Google Analytics account and install the Google Analytics tracking code on your website. So the first thing that you need to do to set up your Google Analytics account is to go to google.com/analytics and it'll be brought to a page like this. And then you want to go ahead and click on Start for Free. Now what you'll be prompted to do is if you have an email that you use to sign into other Google products like Gmail or Google Calendar, you can sign in and create your Google Analytics account under that email. If you have never used a Google product before, then you will just be prompted to create a new account. And once you've done that, you can just go ahead and sign in. Now, once you've set up your Google Analytics account, the next step is to set up your property. And a property represents your website or app, and it's the collection point in Google Analytics for your data. Now, inside each Google Analytics account, you can have up to 50 properties, so you can be tracking up to 50 different websites or apps under one single account. So all you need to do is select whether it's a website or app, and then input the website name. So let's just say example.com. And then you want to put in the website URL. So just type that in again. And what you can do then is select the industry category. So that's very straightforward, just whatever category that you're in. And then you want to select the reporting time zone. So choose your local country so that you can see the reports in Google Analytics in your time zone and not say in another time zone like the US. And then you can go ahead and click on Get Tracking ID. So we're brought now to a separate section here under Tracking Info, Tracking Code. And this is where we begin the second step to install that tracking code back onto our website so that we can send information from our website back to Google Analytics to populate all the reports. Now, there are three ways to install the Google Analytics tracking code on your website. And the first way is the simplest. It's simply taking this tracking ID and plugging it into the back end of your website or the platform that you are using. So if you are using a website builder like Wix or Weebly, Squarespace or Shopify, they have made it extremely easy to install this tracking code. You just copy this tracking ID, paste it in. And what I would recommend you do to find the exact place to paste that in is to look at their support guides, and they'll take you through it, everything step by step. It's very, very simple. Just copy and paste this tracking ID. Now, if you are using a WordPress site, you can get free plugins to really do the same thing. Just input this tracking ID. So to make sure that it's up to date, I would just recommend that you search Google for a free Google Analytics plugin for WordPress, and you're going to find the best one there that you can just use to install the Google Analytics tracking code very easily. Now, the second way to install the Google Analytics tracking code onto your website is to actually copy and paste this code as the first item in the head tag of every page that you want to track. So what you do is copy and paste this code literally into the code of your website on every single page. And obviously that can be a bit more manual if you've got a lot of different pages, but if you've built a site yourself, this is probably the option for you. Now, there is a third way to install the Google Analytics tracking code on your website, and it's to use Google Tag Manager. Now, Google Tag Manager is a completely separate tool to Google Analytics, but what it does is specifically allow you to add tags like the Google Analytics tracking code to your website without really messing around in the code and the back end of your site. Now, I would recommend this option if you already have Google Tag Manager set up. But if you were just getting started, I think one of these two methods are the best. But if you're going to be managing a lot of sites or potentially adding a lot of other tags like the Facebook tracking code on your site, then you can go through and watch these videos to really set that up. Now, the final step to install the Google Analytics tracking code on your website is just to make sure that it's actually working. So once you install it, you should come back into this tracking info page and really just check the status. So you can see right now that no data has been received in the last 48 hours. But once you set it up, if I switch to a different property here, I'll be able to see that traffic has been received in the last 48 hours and that there's 4 active users on the site right now. So that really confirms that the Google Analytics tracking code has been installed correctly. So that really wraps up how to create your Google Analytics account and how to install the Google Analytics tracking code on your website. That is the first step to using Google Analytics as a powerful tool to grow your business. So go ahead and complete it for yourself right now.